Alright, welcome to the channel, welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Wes, and today we're going to be looking at speed ramping. How to make a clip go from slow and you want to speed it up real fast and then reveal the scene in some way. So I have an example here for you. This is just a drone shot of me spinning around a rock. So right there, I mean it looks fine, but I want that just go a little faster, have it slow, go fast, and then slow back down again. It makes a really cool effect. So what I'm gonna do to start this is I'm gonna go on my timeline. I have my video here. I have it bigger so I can see what's going on, and I want to go where I want the speed ramp to start. So it's going here, it's going. I'm going to say I want it to start right here and then fast forward over there somewhere. So I'm going to have it start right here. What you're going to do, click on this, right click on this FX button, go to time remapping speed, and you'll see that change here. You're going to hit P on the keyboard and select the point where you want to start. And then I'm going to go over to where I want it to end. Somewhere, let's say right here, I want to reveal that. So I'm going to hit P right there. I'm going to click V to get off of that. So now, what we're going to do is make a speed ramp. So if you drag this line up, you'll see it get the clip getting shorter. That's making it go faster, or you can drag it down if you wanted to go in slow motion. But for right now, we're going to drag this way up, and you'll see it stop. But if it does that, you just unclick. Drag the line again, and I like this to be really fast, so I'm going to go around 2000%. Now if we zoom in here, we'll see where our speed ramp was, right here. So if we play that back, it stops and starts really fast. So what we'll do is go back to that speed ramp. I'm going to zoom in on it. There it is. And what you're going to do is click on these little arrows. Now if you drag this over, that's basically saying it's going to start the speed ramp slower and then get fast, instead of just snapping right to the fast part. So if you drag that out, it's going to make the speed ramp go a lot smoother. To make it even more smoother, you can see these points right here are really sharp, so we can drag this guy. If we drag him like that, you can see how it smooths out those points, so it's going to ease into the speed ramp. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Drag this out a bit. If you click on the back one, you can adjust this, tweak that so it's smoother. You can take this as much as you want, maybe drag it out a bit further. But keep in mind, when you do this, you can see how it's affecting the back of the clip. So it's going to change where the speed ramp is ending. So now if we play this back, starts slow, and then enters the speed ramp and goes to there. Now it looks okay, but what we really need is some motion blur to really sell that effect, because it looks a little shaky and just not that great. So we're going to add some motion blur on that to make it better. To do that, first we want to nest this clip. So I'm going to select it, right click, go to nest, hit OK. If you don't do this, for some reason the blur just doesn't really work. So nest your clip first. Then we're going down to our effect controls, type in blur. You're going to go to directional blur. Drag that on the clip. Make sure you're in effect controls, and you'll see your clip right here. So we can see this, we can see our speed ramp right there. There it is. So we want to add blur right to that part. So we want to go and find frame by frame. So that's where, this is where we want the blur to start, where it starts getting really fast. So you can do that by tapping the keys to find exactly where. You can see that barely skipping by, and you'll see it start jumping. That's where it goes fast. So we want to go right where we want our speed ramp to start, which you can see it going slow, and it goes fast right there. So we want to go a frame or two behind that. We're going to go over here to directional blur. The direction is what direction the blur is in. So is it vertical or is it a horizontal blur? If we type in 90, that's going to give us a horizontal blur. If we went to 180, it would give us more of a vertical blur. And the blur length, you can drag this out and you can see it blurring from the sides horizontally. So somewhere around, let's go about 16, looks good. And now you can see our whole clip is blurry. So we need to keyframe that. So we can go back right where we want to start. So slow, there it jumps right there. So right before that, we're going to go over to the directional blur. We're going to hit the stopwatches on these. That's going to create keyframes. Then we'll go, let's see, 2 frames over. Excuse me, I forgot to start these on 0. So it's going to start 0. That's where it jumps, so that's where we wanted the blur to start. We'll go to 90 and 16. So you can see there's no blur. Blur starts. We're going to go over to where we want the blur to end, so it's skipping. There it is. So that's where we want our blur to end. Right there. So we go to a frame or two behind where we want to end. We're going to keyframe that. Go 2 frames ahead. Change these back to 0. And our blur's gone. So you can see it's blurry, not blurry. So if we play this back, and you can see how much better this looks with blur. Much better. So it doesn't look shaky. It looks actually natural, like it went really fast. So that looks much better. It's slowly spinning around and revealing the scene. So that's a really cool way, especially with drones, to do this, or if you're spinning around someone, if you're spinning around a subject, maybe going straight forward, or seeing someone walk through a scene but it takes too long and you want it to go fast and then go slow down. You can do the same thing with slow motion. If you say you were watching some action, maybe someone was doing a flip, you want it to be maybe regular, a little faster, and then you can do the same thing that we did here, but slow it down and then have it speed back up. So this is a little better than just cutting the clips, changing the speed, because that'll be really harsh. This is a lot more smoother speed ramp. Plus with that blur, just makes it look so much better. And to really sell this effect, you'd want to put, I'd like to put like a whoosh in. And I use Storyblocks right now for all my Premiere Pro stuff, my effects, or not my effects, but my audio stuff and whatnot. And I'm gonna grab my whoosh sound. I'm gonna go place it on here. We're gonna go find exactly where we want that whoosh to happen, right where the speed ramp starts. So the speed ramp starts right there. We'll drag this over, so there's the whoosh. So if we play this back, you can see that whoosh makes it just sells the effect that much better. So let's watch this one more time. It's nice and slow. Speed ramp with the whoosh, revealing the scene. So it's a pretty easy way. Once you get used to it, you can do it pretty quick. But that's just a little tutorial on speed ramping. If you enjoyed that and want to see more, please subscribe, give me a like, and I'll be posting a lot more videos on how to do these simple editing tricks that will make your B-roll and videos just look that much better. So thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.